Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a confession and a reveal. I have a Chanel bag here in this dust bag that I'm going to share with all of you. But for my regulars here, my subbies, I want to say that I feel a little bit of a twinge, just a little twinge of embarrassment because I have been talking about purse piece for a little while now. And while I have admitted that purse piece is not a sort of like final end destination, there's always going to be temptation, and there's always going to be some bag that I might want to swap out one of my existing bags for and continue to sort of curate my collection. I do have to fess up to the fact that I have been adding new pieces and my collection has been growing. So the struggle is real. I still believe in purse piece, but as you can see, I have succumbed to one other Chanel piece here, and I have to say I am over the moon. No regrets, as embarrassing as it is to confess to the YouTube universe that I have not as much willpower as I thought I had, and maybe I wasn't at peace as much as I thought. I probably could have lived without this bag, but now that I have it, I'm so smitten. So let me give you the background on this, but first, let me just take off this little camellia. It is a pre-loved purchase, and it's actually from the same exact seller that I got my Chanel Jumbo single flap from. So let me just quickly show you. If you've been here before, you will have seen my big baby. I feel so badass when I wear this bag. It is the biggest bag that I have, and it's, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. So I got this for an amazing price from Rouge Street Bags. I'll leave the information in the description box below. Rouge Street Bags. The owner's name is Jazz. She's a lovely person based out in Rhode Island, and I got this from her in absolutely beautiful condition for an amazing price, like amazing price. So when I saw this one, I don't know, you'll see, you're gonna see the movement, like I'm moving away from neutrals. Oh, do you see? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me just stop talking and open this baby up. Dun, 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 dun. Not a true unboxing. I clearly tore through this thing as soon as it arrived a couple of hours ago. And then after I calmed down, I thought, okay, I should film and share with all of you. So let me move this over. This is a Chanel Classic Flap in the medium large size, and it is this beautiful red lambskin. Yes, it is just stunning red. I don't know how to describe it. Like, my nails are red as well. You can probably tell that I like pops of red because I tend to polish my nails this color often. It's like a real apple red. It's got bluish undertones, and I feel like it goes well with my skin tone. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments your first reaction, your initial impressions. I don't have a red bag. This would be my one and only, or at least I have one little crossbody bag that is like a tomato red from Everlane, and I have been thinking about selling that bag for a while now so I don't reach for it, but this would be like the red one for me in my collection. And the fact that it's a Chanel Classic Flap, I don't know. Sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with these because I feel like the classic flaps are somewhat overrated in terms of like what they are for the price, the quality issues that you see nowadays in the boutiques, and the fact that it's not really that big. You can't put a lot in, although I don't really carry a lot, so it's not an issue for me. But the double flap makes it a little bit more cumbersome than a single flap like my Jumbo. The chain strap, I mean, I know I'm kind of being a naysayer right now, but I just want to caveat how excited I am for this bag with also the reality of like what was going through my head. The chain strap is a little bit short for me to wear crossbody, so I do wish it was a tiny bit longer. But with that being said, when I saw this color, I was like, I just have to have this. And it was a great price, like I said. And the condition is amazing. It came with the original dust bag, the authenticity card, and also Jazz gave me this little booklet that has the paperwork, but also the buffing cloth, which is nice because for lambskin, I might need to buff it out. Yeah, I don't know. I am just like my love for lambskin is just growing and growing ever since my vintage classic flap purchase, the black one, which I don't have right here with me, but you all know what I'm talking about if you've been here before. So let me give you close-ups. Actually, there is a little bit of wear in the corners, but it's hardly noticeable. Actually, it was much more noticeable in the photos that I received, and I thought, I don't know if I would need to get it retouched. But actually, I'm not even going to bother to get this retouched or anything. The lambskin is so buttery soft, like my hands just slip right off. I will definitely be enjoying this soft, amazing lambskin. The quilting is still really puffy. It's got the silver hardware, nice and shiny, and the sides are in good shape. The back, no color transfer at all, which is kind of rare for a colored Chanel bag, especially the back. So whoever owned this previously took good care of the bag. Okay, so from the front, no protruding, no sagging. The bottom, still very much nice and solid, very structured. Here's the top. There's a little bit of like tiny bit of crinkling, but so not noticeable. Trust me, and for the price, I saved so much off of retail. Plus, it's hard to find like the perfect red, right? There's so many different shades of red. There's like a pinkish red, there's tomato red, there's darker reds like burgundy. There's like some of these little things in there. So there it is. The inside is pristine. Look at that, gorgeous. The pockets are not stretched out. Chanel made in France, as you can see. Then the authenticity card. And this is a 13 series for anyone interested. 13 series red. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. I started off this kind of Chanel journey a long time ago. I got my first Chanel piece over 15 years ago. Sold my very first Chanel bag last year because I wasn't using it. It was white. Have had my Chanel card holder for about 15 years, probably going on 20, almost vintage. So I've been into Chanel for a long time, but I took a really long break, getting married, busy raising kids, all of that, and have recently got back into Chanel over the last couple of years. And my collection has grown pretty fast, faster than I probably would like to admit. And I never thought I would have multiple classic flaps. I always thought I would have one Chanel bag, like one bag and that's it. But now I have 3 walks, wallet on chains. I have 2, and I'm not bragging. It's almost like I'm embarrassed because as much as I love these, I feel like when will I stop? Because there will continue to be beautiful colors that come out and beautiful styles and designs every season. And luckily, I'm not a very trendy person, so I don't gravitate towards like the hot it bags. Those don't really come into sight for me. But man, these classics, I think I've admitted here on this channel, or at least I've talked about it on Instagram with some of you, that if ever a beautiful camel colored classic flap or even a mini square or rectangular, doesn't matter, came out, if it was like the perfect camel, because camel is my favorite color, I would totally go for that. Like lambskin, caviar, whichever. So I don't know when does this stop, although I feel like this is a wonderful bag to stop at, right? Look at it. It's just like such a beautiful pop of color. The Chanel lambskins tend to get the most saturation in terms of color compared to caviar. So if this exact red came out in the caviar, which I'm sure it did whenever this came out, in that season during the 13 series, I would bet that this lambskin red is much just richer and just much more deeply saturated than the caviars, because that's just how it works. The lambskins will soak up the color much more deeply. So I think it's beautiful. There's no artificial light happening. I don't use any kind of lighting. I'm just sitting here in my room with the window, but I have noticed that it looks a little bit darker in some lighting. It looks a little bit brighter in others. Let me give you a close-up. I wonder if I can give you, it's against a white wall basically, but you can see against my black caviar kind of how it pops. If you see that against my nails, It's a true apple red. I don't know how else to describe it. Remember my journey with my 18B raspberry mini square that I got from Fashion File? For those of you who watched that video, that story, you might it might be a walk down memory lane for you. I don't know. I kind of feel a little bit redeemed because, yes, it's a different bag. This is a classic flap. The other was a mini square. Also, the other was a mini square caviar, and this is obviously lambskin. But oh my gosh, I think I got the better bag here. Remember, the other one was altered, and I returned it. This is so just gorgeous and so luxurious to the touch, and the price. Not that it's all about the price, but sometimes when you fall in love with something and then the price is so good, it makes you love it more. Like you just got you found a gem. It's like a little treasure that you discovered and you were the first to get it. So that's how I feel about this bag. Also, it is Christmas time. It's the holidays, so how perfect. I wasn't actually going to buy this. Like I was actually going to post this on my IG stories when I saw it on Rouge Street Bags on Instagram. I was just going to post it and say, somebody buy this gorgeous red bag. Like somebody snatch it up. It's in beautiful condition. It's the price is so good. Like somebody snatch it up. It was only listed for like, I think less than 24 hours and when I bought it. But I asked my husband, and not that I ever really ask his opinion on bags because he doesn't have that much of an opinion, or if he does, it's more like, I don't see what you see in it. Like he doesn't have eyes for this kind of stuff, so he's just like a total guy's guy, and he's brutally honest. But when I asked him, I didn't even show him. I just said, there's a classic flap in red. What do you think? Red for me. I don't have anything really red. And he was like, just get it. Just get it. Like he was the nudge. He never really stops me anyway, which is just how he is. He's just really cool. He wants to see me be happy, and he knows that I'm very financially disciplined, and sometimes he thinks I need to kind of let go and enjoy more. So he was like, just get it. What's the worst that can happen? You wear it for a while and see what happens. And I was like, oh, okay. And I figured after a couple of hours, if the bag was still listed, then it was meant to be. So I waited a little while, and then, like nail bitingly, I was like, I'm just gonna DM her. And yeah, it was available. So I just snatched it up. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I think I'm going to wear her out today because we have a dinner with family members. And, it's just so festive. Like, and it's for me, when I am trying to figure out whether or not a bag is right for me, unless it is a neutral classic, which I know I can wear anywhere, anytime, if it's something like this, right, a little bit outside of my usual, pop of red, I try to think of at least 10 different outfits I can wear this with. And I wear a lot of denim. And even in other seasons, I wear like denim dresses and wrap dresses and denim shirts and all denim outfits. Like, I don't know why I like denim, all different kind, light, dark, chambray, you name it. And I felt like I could think of so many denim outfits, like casual, just throw this on. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or overthought. And when I started imagining those outfits, or even with like white, anything really, this goes. I don't really have a lot of colorful outfits, so it's not like I'd be wearing yellow, pink, purple, and green and then throwing on red. Most of my outfits are navy, gray, black, white, camel. Yeah, I barely have much color, so this I feel like could just be like the cherry on top whenever I wear an outfit that I want to spruce up. So let me know what you guys think. I'm probably going to get some heat about like, oh, what happened to your purse piece? I don't know. I honestly don't have an answer for you. I still do believe in purse piece. I don't think that this is going to go on forever. I have one bag in mind that I'm thinking of selling. Well, I have multiple bags that I'm going to be selling, but they're not like high-end designer. They're just stuff I have had for a while, and I need to start to clean out because I don't know. I was thinking I'll save them all for my daughter, but there's just too much to save, and it's going to be a long road ahead. So I am going to do another closet clean out like I did last summer with my vlog sale. But there is one Chanel bag that I'm thinking about selling. I think some people would think I'm crazy and would be like, no, you have to hold on to it. But I haven't been reaching for it. So I'm probably going to start using this red bag right away. And then if I feel like maybe doing a swap just for my own sanity, because I don't like a cluttered closet and I want to be able to keep track of my stuff. I feel like my collection has grown pretty rapidly and I not necessarily am happy about that, if that makes sense. So there is one that you probably can guess which one it is if you've been here before and you've followed my whole my journey this year, 2020, of my purchases and what I've been using and not using. But let me sleep on that and see. But yeah, here is the beauty. You see why I couldn't do a proper unboxing? Because I needed to gush over this on my own and do all my squealing and petting and crazy business, and then I can be a little bit more articulate and make some sense and do this reveal. Because listen, when this package arrived just a couple of hours ago, I tore through that. My kids were helping me rip through it. The tissue paper was we were like beasts. I know Jazz put a beautiful ribbon, you see this? She put ribbon everywhere, and then she used the camellia, and poor Jazz, all that effort. We practically tore through this with our teeth. I was shh. And the kids had no idea what was in here, but they're like, Mommy, what is it? Is it another bag? I'm like, oh. I mean, yes. I mean, that's where the confession started. I was like, oh gosh, but no guilt. It's not like I'm being financially irresponsible. It's not like I have debt. It's not like I'm going into debt for a bag. It's just I have told myself that I'm going to be really kind of tight and minimalist, and I'm just surprised by how much my collection has grown. And there are only 7 days in a week, so how many bags can I possibly use? I need to rotate them. I don't want them just sitting on my shelves. So lots to think about, but clearly happy with this bag. Let me know your thoughts down below if you have any questions. Yeah, and I'll also put Jazz's information down in the description box if you're looking for a legit, reputable seller, if you're looking at pre-loved items. So, all right, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you enjoy this type of luxury content, I would love for you to join. I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.